What's going on, you guys? So a little while ago I put out my review for Black Adam. It was spoiler free. I didn't mention anything in depth with the plot. This is going to be a spoiler filled review. It's just going to be full of spoilers, talking in depth, everything, details. So you've been spoiler warned. If you want to watch my review without any spoilers, go check that one out. This is me full of it. Let's get right into the review and the spoilers. First up, I'm not going to keep you waiting. That would be rude of me. Is Superman in the movie played by Henry Cavill? Yep. Henry Cavill is in this movie as Superman. It's not a headless cameo. It is Henry Cavill as Superman in a suit, in the flesh. He has dialogue. He talks. It's a post-credit scene. So essentially what happens is, and you know what, this scene was leaked. So you guys probably know, blah, 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 blah. You know, Amanda Waller comes up, tells Black Adam, you're in prison here. He says, I'm not in prison here. She goes, yes, you are. He's like, no, I'm not. He's like, no one can stop me. She's like, someone can. He's like, no one on this earth can. He's like, this person isn't from Earth. He's like, send him. She's like, okay. He breaks the screen. Smoke, you kind of see this cape kind of float out. Adam kind of looks. You hear, you know, it's been a while, something like he said, something like, it's been a while since Earth was this nervous about somebody or something like that. You know, kind of a reference to Man of Steel, BVS. Superman walks through the smoke, just like everyone said. Sure enough, brighter blue suit, big red ass, really cool looking. He says, only it wasn't what people thought he was going to say. He said he just says Black Adam, like that. And it continues. So yeah, he's in this movie. It was very brief, very short, but so satisfying. They had the John Williams theme just kind of creeping in there. I was like, yes. So I love that. Yeah, he's in the movie. I'm hoping this means everything else they said they're going to do with him is going to keep happening, because if they're going to keep Henry Cavill in this universe, and we have Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman coming up in Shazam, and we're going to have Batman appearing in Aquaman, you know, if we're going to keep doing this, I'm back on board. Like, I'm genuinely interested back in DCU for the rest of it. So basically, these are the rest of the spoilers if you're interested. So basically, the thing is, back in the day, his son, you know, like thousands of years ago, like 6,000 years ago, or something like that, Black Adam's son gets the power of the wizards, but he gives the power to Black Adam. And so essentially what happens is, you know, these bad guys find out, they kill his son, he loses his power, he loses his psycho, he goes psycho, and he uses his power to kill his people. So the wizards are like, you're being put to sleep, boom. He wakes up nowadays, basically, and it's because of, there's this mom and son, I'm sorry, almost a daughter, this mom and son, and they're trying to stop this bad guy from getting this artifact so that he can't unlock this thing. And they, in the process, wake up Black Adam, and he comes to life, and he's like, okay, where am I? And he figures it out, kind of, you know, and he starts adjusting, but he just goes on a rampage. He just starts, he's just destroying everything. He's literally flat out killing people. So this word gets back to Amanda Waller, and she's like, okay, I'm going to send the Justice Society out there. So she gets Hawkman. She's like, Hawkman, you know, go out and, you know, go stop him. So I'm like, okay, I'll go get my team. And he gets, like, I think it's called, like, the Atom or something. They changed his name. They might have changed his name, but he's basically Atom. And they get Cyclone, and they get Dr. Fate, played by Pierce Brosnan, and they go out, and they basically say, hey, Adam, Black Adam, you know, we're here because we have to get you to surrender. We're going to do this peacefully, though, man. We don't want to fight. And Adam's like, you may not want to fight, but I want to fight. This movie's very corny with dialogue. It's always stuff like you heard in the trailer, where it's like, for your peaceful surrender. Well, I'm not peaceful. You know, it's stuff like that. So they have this, and they get some fights with Adam and stuff. But soon they begin to all understand, but wait a minute, there's this guy who's a lot more dangerous than all of us, and we need to stop him. So they all kind of get together to try to stop him, and Adam kills him eventually. Like, I'm boiling the plot down very basic and just shortening it. And basically Adam, he's like, okay, I'm going to surrender now. They're like, yeah, we need you to get rid of your powers. So like, sure. And what happens is, so the bad guy can get the power of Sabbac, which is like basically this demon, basically. The guy basically goes to hell, which is really weird. This movie's totally all over the place. So then he comes back, and they're like, Dr. Fate sacrifices himself, which was very emotional for me. And Adam he's about to die, because basically as he's trying to escape, he doesn't have the powers anymore. So he's just getting shot and hit and stuff. So he's about to die, but he remembers his family. They give him that power, so he says the word, comes back, he fights the guy off, and he takes him out. But then he's like, you know what, I'm not going to rule this place, you know, because it's messed up. I'm just going to be here. Basically, Amanda Waller's like, you know, that's when the ending happens and stuff. But yeah, so basically this movie takes some liberties with the comics. It changes stuff. It changes some of Black Adam's origin. Gets Dr. Fate right. The helmet is so good. The helmet didn't actually, like, after Dr. Fate dies, because, like, Hawkman starts using it. But then it just goes away, and I don't know what that means. It's kind of ambiguous. And that was really cool. I did like that. One thing I have to say, though, this movie is really great. I love the world they're in. Like, the world that they put this movie in is really great. I love the way it feels. And the special effects largely in here are really good. So, there's that. But basically, for me, this movie isn't so much good because of what it did, as much as for what it set up. This has set up a lot of interesting things. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed this movie a lot. I like it. It was fun on its own, but it's what it's setting up that I'm finding a little more intriguing than anything else. So, I don't know. That was something very special to me. I'm so glad we had Henry Cavill as Superman. That's like the major stuff I wanted to hit in here. Yeah, so that's about it. Thank you guys always so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see y'all next time.